What we focus on is broadband home management, and that's kind of a new category, if you will. We at iControl offer the platform, so the software that's kind of in the home and also back in the data center. So our targets are broadband service providers, cable and telcos, home security providers like ADT. So ADT Pulse is actually running on our platform, if you've seen the ads lately, as well as utility companies. And so in a nutshell, what we enable is kind of the next generation of home security with an entree into home control, home automation, energy management. The list starts to get kind of ridiculous after a while. But we have different partner segments that help enable that. We have folks that build the hardware device that runs our software, and we call those platform hardware partners. So think in the traditional space, that's like a security platform or a security panel in your closet. In our world, it's a touch screen that sits on a kitchen countertop, and it's broadband enabled with the cellular backhaul built into it. So should power fail or should broadband go down, it's still staying connected with the servers. So there's multiple versions of those types of devices. Then you have what's called lifestyle devices. Lifestyle devices are the endpoints that are communicating with the platform hardware. So think a sensor, a door window contact, a motion detector, a thermostat, a lighting controller, like a smart plug, smart grid. Think the smart meters outside the home, et cetera, et cetera. Really anything that can communicate over IP, Zigbee or Z-Wave. And then finally we have application partners, and this is where it kind of gets really interesting. This is like an iPhone for the home, if you will. So we have an open application infrastructure that allows third parties to come in and write anything they want, be it updating your Facebook status, which is not as interesting as a home control piece where I'm able to take the weather outside. For example, the Weather Channel is a named partner. The Weather Channel is writing an app that takes the weather outside of your home and does smart things with the temperature. So it controls your thermostat and it'll change, your lights and whatnot based on the trends that it knows is coming up in the climate. Traditionally, utilities are not in your home from the standpoint of they don't go into your house and do anything.
Right. They're at the
they stop kind of the demarcation line is the meter, right? And so it's not that they don't want to get involved in that. It's just they don't normally have the infrastructure in place to go and now have to support in-home services and in-home devices. So that in my opinion has been the slowdown. In my opinion. Plus the monetization strategy of how does the equipment get paid for, because you deal with the government, things always get slow. So we believe that the cable and the home security companies bring to them in-home presence, support structure, a platform already existing that they can come overlay. They don't mind buying equipment, they don't mind spending capital, but they struggle a bit with the variable cost, I think, with what am I going to now do to support these things. So we hope that we're removing those barriers for true energy management adoption. So we think we sit in a pretty unique situation where there's many other LTE value props, but we think we sit in a very unique situation in the home where this device is going to be enabled with an M2M component in it. And in some areas, the broadband piece may become less important because rural America, for example, where they want to extend reach out, that may be the primary path. So it is going into every home. It is a backup path today, but we do see trends where that may start to flip-flop depending on services we offer on top of the platform and availability of broadband.